Hello again, everyone. I'm back to continue with our perspective drawing series, and we are in part 3 of 2-point perspective. And as you can see right here, we've got our black and white and our color drawings, perspective drawings of a box below the horizon line and a box above the horizon line, and we're going to continue from a box below the horizon line, got that right the first time, and a box straddling the horizon line. Okay, so we are going to continue to build up both of these pictures with boxes on the horizon line, sitting right on the horizon line, and a box or two above the horizon line. So let's remember our basic model, okay, with our diagram. So we've already taken care of the box below the horizon line, box straddling the horizon line. So we're going to take care of this, and we're going to take care of, I'm going to do a version of these two, okay. So there's that, and also remember the rough sketch we're doing a version of. So we've got the rough sketch, and so I'm going through, I started this in the 3-point perspective videos, and so we are going to continue to just base things on this model for these basic examples right here in 2-point perspective. So we've got this done, we've got that done, we're about to embark on these two and a version of that. And I think what I'm going to do is try and do the one on the horizon line and above in this one video, okay, because I think we have enough time to get that done. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to start with the black and white version. So just need my mechanical pencil, pen, short ruler. I'm finding myself sort of using the little triangle as well. I like the way that feels, and then my long, my big triangle with the long span. So 6-inch ruler, like I recommended before, for short lines, and make sure you get a 12-inch ruler, and make sure it's transparent and clear, just like this short ruler here, because you want to be able to see, you know, behind the ruler what you're drawing in case you're missing things. You get a better you get a better whatchamacallit, you're able to get your bearings a little better when you have a clear ruler. You can see things a little more clearly. Okay, I don't know why, I'm getting old, I'm getting brain farts and whatnot. So anyway, let's continue, because I'm wasting time talking. All right, so let's see. So instead of putting the box on the side, I don't have a whole lot of space here. I'm going to put the box on the horizon line over here somewhere, or maybe over here. Let me do it over, I can do 2 here. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so what I will do, let me set this aside real quick. Let me get the triangle. I like the way this feels better as a short ruler for some reason. So what you'll do is just get on that line, and I'll do it 2 ways. So start with the middle edge. I'll determine the height. I'll work off of vanishing point 2. Strike a line, construction line, straight through that. And then I will determine the thickness of that box by putting that vertical line right there. And then let's see, will this reach vanishing point 2? It will. So let me do it this way, where I can see things a little better. There we go, kind of, yeah, that's fine. And then I will make Let me make this a little thinner, almost like a book. And you know what? Let me just put in some of that. This is just extra, and I'm pretty much done with it, but I just want to put in some extra info. So you can see the inner workings of that box, the inner line work or inner construction work. Okay, so there's one box. That seems a little off. There we go. And then I will grab my pen and darken that. So that's the first box on, sitting right on the horizon line, and I actually feel more comfortable doing boxes on the horizon line in 2-point perspective rather than 3-point perspective. I think a part of it is that I feel in 3-point perspective, once you have that box smack on the horizon line, it feels to me that it's flattening the three-dimensional quality of the perspective drawing, specifically in 3-point perspective. Okay, so maybe that's just a hang-up of mine, but that's what it feels like. And if it's just a hang-up and it's just not a big deal, and some of you want to make mention of that in the comments and talk about why that's not a big deal, try and convince me, feel free to do so. I'm open to some other opinions about that. Okay, so that's the first box. Let me draw a second box, and this time I'm gonna go the more traditional route, and instead of just drawing the verticals, I'm gonna just work on the horizontals. But again, we've already got our base here, so we don't need to do two radiating lines, because basically this horizontal line, this horizon line, serves as that second radiating line for both vanishing points. So I'm going to put that there, and then where it intersects, I'm going to bring the vertical line down. Again, you don't have to worry about a third vanishing point, so it's just perpendicular, 90 degrees. And well, I guess and then with the vanishing points, I will establish the thickness of the box, like right there for that side, right there. Let me go ahead and drop that line to the horizon line. Drop that vertical to the horizon line. There we go. And this one I'll have it stop here. So let me just put my pencil right there. Line it up with vanishing point number 1. Draw that line and basically just drop it. Make sure it is, you know what, let me do it this way. So I've got this. Line that up. Oh, that's okay. These two are parallel, even though I eyeballed it. I'll just darken it from here. A little closer. All right. So we've got that. So there are our 2 boxes. Yeah, even though I prefer doing these boxes directly on the horizon line in 2-point perspective, for the most part, when I do have cubes or boxes or objects on the horizon line, anything below the horizon line I tend to leave out. I tend to just work from the horizon line upwards in those compositions. I still tend to not want to put other perspective drawing objects down here for those sort of compositions. Again, just a quirk of mine. And again, you guys can talk about it in the comments and let me know what you think about that. All right, let's go ahead and put a box above, hovering above these. I'm gonna maybe pick up the pace a little bit because I really want to get to the color section, to the color portion of this. Okay, so strike a line here, one radiating line there, another radiating line right there. And I'll put one here and another one right there, like so. Okay, and so we have that. Let's not get these mixed up, and that. Okay, we had H, we stopped at H, so H, I'll just start with J, or J, K, L right there, and M right there. All right, so what I am going to do is, in the same way, I'm going to line this up with my horizon line. It's better to stay consistent. Keep those verticals consistent. I know I eyeballed everything before, but let me do a better job of staying consistent with the construction work I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and make it a bit dark. If I overshoot a little bit, I'll either erase it or leave it just so that you can see the construction. Come on, slipped on me. All right, so this will be, let's put our height right, yeah, put my height right there. That will be J1. And so let's go ahead and complete this. Right there like that. And let me do the inner line work as well, just to make sure everything lines up properly. Apologies if I'm going a little too far off the side. Let me flip this over. Come on. Up. There we go. And go ahead and take care of that. Nothing happened there. I just overshot that, so I'm getting the lines confused. You know what? Let me just go ahead and erase that so that you, the viewer, do not get confused. There we go. All right, and that should be M1 right there. Just do that M1. And what should happen is shot through M1 should give me that. That should connect with L1. Yeah. Make sure my parallels line up. And this is just me being overly careful, being anal. And it's off slightly. Off. So just want to make sure that all the construction's all tight. Okay, I'm going to darken everything with the pen. All right, there you have it, guys. There is your box. Box above the horizon line and two boxes directly on the horizon line to go along with your box straddling and your box below the horizon line. Look at the time real quick. We are 18 minutes in. Yeah, let me go ahead and do the color version, and I will sort of do that a little more quickly. So let me put this over here, this right here, and set the pencils. So we're going to start with blue. I'm going to go with blue and pink. So I will start with the box above the horizon line, and I'll put that somewhere here. So you know what, I've already used blue here. All right, so let me use orange and pink. So I'll put this there. You know what? I'll just draw through. You guys can distinguish from the color. There we go. Then I will there. Becomes M1, that becomes J1. That becomes L1, which looks like a 4. Sorry about that. And L1 to line K, or L1 to vanishing point number 1 will give us K1. Like that. There is K1. And just to complete that, let's see if it lines up properly. K1 to J1. And it actually does. It lines up pretty nicely. All right, so where's that red? Red pen. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on? Sorry if the camera shook a little bit. I had to make sure I was plugged in. Okay, there's your box above the horizon line. And let me go ahead with the pink and purple. Get a box on the horizon line, directly on the horizon line. Let's see, eyeball that a little bit. There we go. So I'll put one here. You know what, I'll just, it's back edge, middle edge, same thing over here. That's getting too close to the, so I'll make this box smaller. No, it's just, speaking out loud, I was getting too close to this vanishing point. And you know what? I could probably use the small ruler right here. Ooh, but then I need the big ruler to get that done. complete. So I will go ahead and darken it with the purple pen. You come over here. You just work from right all the way to left. All right, so there we have it, and let me just darken the base there. Like that. Okay, there you have it. My goodness. I'm being a little nitpicky, but all right, so there we have it. So let's look at both. Let's look at both compositions. There's what we've got. This up a little bit. All right, so there, that ends part 3 of 2-point perspective, and we've covered all our bases. So we've done all the boxes in our rough sketch, and we've covered all the boxes, all the positions in our diagram right here, okay? Below, straddling, on, above. Yeah, we got all that stuff done. All right, so in the next one, I'm gonna cover circles, ovals, curves, and throw a little something in there that I didn't get to throw in the last video where I talked about circles and curves. I'm going to throw a little something in there because it works pretty much exactly the same, but there's one specific key thing that I did not mention, and I will do that in the next video. All right, so this has been Stractify, my visual arts channel, where I cover concepts and techniques in drawing and composition. And again, we're going through the perspective drawing series. We are still in 2-point perspective. We've got a few videos to go before we wrap that up, and I will see you next time. Feel free to leave comments, questions, and have a discussion down below. And I will, like I said, I'll see you in the next video. All right, take care.